In this lecture, we're going to talk about creating equations as well as creating inequalities. There are 4 examples. Let's take a look at number 1. Angela is saving money. She already has $650. She saves an additional $25 each week. Write an equation that represents how many weeks it will take Angela to save $1,000. So the first thing you want to do is go through and underline or highlight or somehow mark down the important information. So as I read through this, I see that she already has $650. She saves an additional $25 each week, and she wants to save $1,000. So when I write this, she already has $650. Now the key word right here, additional, means that we're going to add $25. Now the key thing here is going to be each week. Now you don't know how many weeks, so I'm going to use an X to represent the number of weeks. Now this does say that you have to create an equation, which means I'll need an equal sign. And we want to figure out how many weeks will it take Angela to save $1,000. So if I have my expression right here, I can put equals 1,000. This is our equation for this scenario. Example 2. Bonnie needs to save up $100 to buy a new pair of running shoes. She already has $50. She can make $6 an hour babysitting. Write an equation that represents how many hours Bonnie would need to babysit to reach her goal. So I'm going to go ahead and highlight the important information. She wants to save $100. She already has $50. And she makes $6 an hour. It also says that we want to make an equation. So she wants to save up $100, which means she needs her total to be $100. Now, she already has $50, and she can make. If you notice she can make, that means she can add $6 per hour. Do we know how many hours? No, so we're going to represent that as an X. So we have 50 plus 6X equals 100. Problem number 3. Lexi is saving money. She already has $812. She saves an additional $15 each week. And we need to write an inequality that would represent how long it would take for Lexi to have at least $1,000. There's a lot going on in this equation, in this problem. Let's take a look at the important information. She already has $112. And she saves an additional, remember the word additional means adding, $15 each week. Now, do we know how many weeks she has to save money for? No. So if we don't know something, we're going to put an X. Now here comes the problem. We know it needs to be an inequality. So don't forget, an inequality uses the symbols less than, greater than, less than or equal to, or greater than or equal to. Now when you see the word at least, that means $1,000 is the lowest amount that you want. It could be equal to $1,000 or more than $1,000. So, I know it's going to equal 1,000. The problem is, which of these inequality symbols is it going to be? Well, if the lowest amount we want is 1,000, then we need to be able to choose the symbols that mean greater than 1,000. Now, at least means it could equal 1,000. So we're going to use the greater than or equal to symbol. So our inequality for this scenario is 812 plus 15x is greater than or equal to 1,000. Example number 4. Jean went to the store with $30 in her purse. She is going to buy a backpack for $23.75. Then she's going to buy as many notebooks as she can. Each notebook is 17 cents. Write an inequality to represent how many notebooks she could buy without exceeding her budget. So, the total amount of money that she has is 30. So I'm going to put that over to the right-hand side. Now, with that $30, she bought a backpack for $23.75. And then she added the cost of each notebook, which was 17 cents. Now, do we know how many notebooks? No. So I'm going to use a variable for that situation. Now, here's the tricky part, the inequality. Don't forget the inequality could be less than, greater than, less than or equal to, or greater than or equal to. Let's take a look at the keyword without exceeding her budget. She cannot go over $30 because that's all she has. So we know that she has to be less than $30. So I can go ahead and take out the greater than stuff. Now the question is, could she be equal to $30? Yes. So that takes out the regular less than. So it's going to be less than or equal to $30.